Welcome to Shujin Academy VGM Club. I'm Professor Tom, your faculty sponsor. Today's opening track is Network from Mega Man Star Force 2 for the DS, composed by Marika Suzuki. A few years ago, I drove across the plains and the desert, from central Oklahoma through the Texas Panhandle and on into New Mexico. There wasn't much to see along the way, but I had to reach my destination, so I kept on keeping on. You can't go all out all the time. Life is a long journey, and you need to pace yourself and go steady sometimes to save your energy for the big bursts where you need it. That's what this episode is all about. It's like a more steady sibling to the Gotta Go Speed episode I did all about racing game music. Instead of going all out all the time, all these tracks are smooth and steady, but they still got a good beat to keep you moving. In fact, the first song in the first block is called Movin from Final Fantasy VIII. Like everything in this PlayStation classic, it was composed by Nobuo Uematsu. It's the inspiration for this whole episode and the source from which I'm drawing this episode's title. After that, it's Caterpillar Village from Mad Max Returns for the Super Famicom, composed by Satoshi Kadokura. From what I understand, this is a post-apocalyptic RPG about driving tanks around, which sounds like an interesting break from fantasy worlds and dragons and such. Speaking of fantasy worlds, for Song 3, we're going to go back to the Final Fantasy franchise with Mount Ordeals from Final Fantasy IV for the Super NES, composed once again by Nobuo Uematsu. Even though it's called Mount Ordeals, and it's set on a mountain that's supposed to be an arduous trial, the song is actually hopeful. When the party reaches the top of the mountain, the game's protagonist turns his back on the powers of darkness and fulfills his destiny by becoming a paladin. Our fourth song is from Al Unser Jr.'s Turbo Racing for the NES. It's called Circuit Theme B, and it's from Shōgo Sakai, Takafumi Miura, Masaaki Iwasaki, and Yuji Suzuki. I really like this soundtrack. Check it out when you get a chance. If Shōgo Sakai's name sounds familiar, it's because he went on to do the soundtrack for cult classic Mother 3. Finally, it's not an episode of Shujin Academy VGM Club without some Final Fantasy and some Persona, and I've already met my quota of Final Fantasy, so let's cover the Persona franchise with Camping Trip from Persona 5 Strikers, a game for most modern platforms. This track was composed by Atsushi Kitajoh, who's sort of the Robin to Persona franchise composer Shoji Megaro's Batman. Let's get moving! Those songs were Movin from Final Fantasy VIII, Caterpillar Village from Metal Max Returns, Mount Ordeals from Final Fantasy IV, Circuit Theme B from Unser Jr.'s Turbo Racing, and Camping Trip from Persona 5 Strikers. We're going to keep going with some more tracks, and our second block is going to start off with Tock from Pixel Puzzle Makeout League for the Switch, a game where you solve nonograms to make pictures to get clues to solve a mystery. If you wanted your Picross game to have some visual novel elements and light romance, this is the game for you. But it's okay if you let the kids play. Unlike a lot of visual novels, it's a family-friendly romance. This track is credited to Capsule King. After that, it'll be Area 1 from Blaster Master for the NES, composed by Sunsoft wizard Naoki Kodaka. This is a classic track that's been featured on a ton of other VGM podcasts, and I'm all about jumping on bandwagons, so I had to play it too. For our third track, incomparable composer Yuzo Koshiro brings us Labyrinth 5, Heaven's Rock Seat from Etrian Odyssey 2 for the DS. This song sounds like making steady progress through a maze, which is exactly what the Etrian Odyssey games are all about. You can pick up the remastered versions for modern systems if you want to check them out. Somehow, I've made it all the way to episode 40 of this show without playing anything from the excellent soundtrack for Shovel Knight, and that's going to change with the fourth song in this block. It'll be An Underlying Problem, The Lost City, composed by the great Jake Kaufman, and just in case you didn't know, Shovel Knight is available on nearly every system there is, so check it out for some terrific platforming action. Finally in the block, it'll be Dance Arcade from River City Girls 2 for modern consoles and the PC, composed by the lovely and talented Megan McDuffie. Miss McDuffie was honored as one of my unsung masters of VGM over the summer, and if you like her game music work, you should check out her work as a solo artist as well. I can't praise her records enough. Here we go! Those songs were TikTok from Pixel Puzzle Makeout League, Area 1 from Blaster Master, Labyrinth 5 Heaven's Rock Seat from Etrian Odyssey 2, An Underlying Problem, The Lost City from Shovel Knight, and Dance Arcade from River City Girls 2. And now for a special world premiere game announcement from our sponsor. Desert Bus is back. That's right, Desert Bus returns to consoles with the ultra-realistic Desert Bus 2. Experience the classic feeling of real-time driving from Tucson to Las Vegas, this time with ultra-realistic graphics and a perfectly rendered model of Highway 93. But there's more. The new route from Albuquerque to Amarillo will have you sitting in your seat. It's the job of driving a real tour bus with 7 models to choose from, all in real time, across hundreds of miles of flat desert. Coming soon to the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. Now, back to the show. Holy crap, Desert Bus is back! I can't believe they're really making a sequel. I haven't been this pumped for anything since Tax Accountant Simulator 2021, everybody. I gotta take a minute and get my heart rate under control. Inhale calm, exhale peace. Inhale calm, exhale peace. Inhale calm, exhale peace. Okay, well, our last music segment starts off with track 15 from Dance Aerobics for the NES, a highly underrated soundtrack that may or may not be the work of composer Masaki Hashimoto. I really like all the stuff in Dance Aerobics, so check it out if you've never heard it and you like the NES sound chip. Second, it'll be Green Scream, the Amazon stage theme from Darkstalkers 3 for the PlayStation, composed by Takayuki Iwai, Masato Kouda, and Satoshi Ise. My favorite Darkstalkers character is Felicia the Catgirl, but I'm not great at any of the games. I just think Felicia's cute. For the penultimate track in this block, it'll be Auckland from Top Gear 2 on the SNES. I played the version of this song from the Genesis port of Top Gear 2 back on my Top Gear Showcase episode, but this song is so good I wanted to revisit it here. It was composed by Patrick Phelan and Ashley Bennett. Finally, we'll close out the block with The Prettiest Menu Theme Ever Written from Horizon Chase 2, written by Barry Leach. The Horizon Chase games are spiritual successors to the Top Gear games, and they're a fun playthrough. Plus, they've got wonderful Barry Leach soundtracks that pick up right where the Top Gear soundtracks let off. Let's put it in drive and hear some songs. Those songs were track 15 from Dance Aerobics, Green Scream from Darkstalkers 3, Auckland from Top Gear 2, and The Prettiest Menu Theme Ever Written from Horizon Chase 2. That's the show. If you want to reach me, you can find me on Threads, Tumblr, or Instagram at Shujin Academy VGM Club. I'm also on Mastodon at Shujin Academy VGM Club at mastodon.coffee. My username on Discord is Professor Tom, and I've joined Blue Sky at shujinacademy.bsky.social. All episodes of the show are posted to my YouTube channel, which you can find by searching for Shujin Academy VGM Club. You can email me at shujinacademyvgmclub@gmail.com. Links to everything are available on my Linktree at linktr.ee/shujinacademy. Please leave me a 5-star rating on iTunes or Spotify or wherever you're finding this episode. New episodes are released once or twice a month, depending on how often I get them done, and they premiere on Thursday mornings on your favorite podcatcher and on 8beats.co, the internet's #1 game music radio station. I'm also appearing on TerraPlayer, the new app that's a destination for gaming podcasts and other content, so you can check me out there. Special thanks for this episode goes out to fellow VGM podcaster Jameson of Bar Silence Podcast for contributing cover art. You can and should find Bar Silence wherever you download podcasts, and check out his website at barsilence.com. Special thanks also goes out to our sponsor Longtones, an experimental electronic jazz music project. Check them out on Spotify or find their SoundCloud page in the show notes. I've got one more song to play us out, and it's Ending from The Flash for the Master System, composed by Jeroen Tel. Mr. Tel is better known for his work on the Commodore 64, but I rather like this Master System soundtrack, and I think it's worth exploring. Thank you for listening. I'm Professor Tom, and I'll see you next time on Shujin Academy VGM Club.